motherfucking middle finger up in this bitch. ATL, St. Louis, Alabama, Chicago, the Carolinas, DC, Bay Area, Miami, New York, Vegas, Texas. Y'all niggas can't go from my niggas home. 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 Motherfuck that nigga, motherfuck that bitch. 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 Y'all niggas more flexing that, flaunting that.
Yeah, no, man. You already know exactly what time it is. We're back here to Surf Smoke, Game on the Ground from Hungry Hounds. We just got out the pound and are ready for the next round. So with that being said, make sure y'all grab y'all snacks, y'all drinks, y'all weed, whatever the fuck the case may be, because we're going to jump right into this B-Hanatch, man. Who's ready for the motherfucking UFC event this weekend? I know I am, man. I'm excited for this shit. Your boy Alex is fighting. You already know what it is, what it do, game time. Your boy Alex is fighting, man. I'm fucking excited. He's opening a can of whoop ass on Yuri again. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and check out. I got a video pulled up of all of his knockouts. I think it's like 17 minutes long or 16 minutes long or some shit like that. And we're going to watch this shit in hype of the UFC event coming this weekend. So with that being said, let me go ahead and get this shit pulled up real quick. Boom. Let me go ahead and get this shit pulled out. Boom, just like that. Alrighty. With that being said, man, let's jump on over here and let's check this shit out, man. Let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, go.
Alex Pereira's literally the scariest striker on earth.
This man right here is the hardest hitting kickboxer of our generation.
Ooh.
Truly one of the most terrifying human beings.
Bad motherfucker.
He hits people and it doesn't even make sense.
Damn.
But he hits them. It's like he's a heavyweight and they're a lightweight. I'm telling you, he's got fucking freaky power.
Is this the best striker on the planet? Yeah, I agree. It has to be.
But Pereira doesn't just have freaky power. He also picks his shots wisely.
Just calculated, smart, patient, and set everything up, and that's what makes this beautiful. The way he stays so calm, even when he gets hit, his face doesn't change. He sets up everything.
Damn.
This kickboxing monster has the scariest power in all weight divisions. And yes, even when you include Francis Ngannou. He hits so hard that most of his fights look like absolute mismatches, and they're all the best in the world. As soon as he touches them, they get sent flying. Sometimes it looks like he's just toying with his opponents.
Pereira looks like he's just toying right now.
In his amateur career, he had 25 wins, with all 25 by knockout.
That is insane, bro. 25 wins, and all 25 wins was a win by knockout. That is fucking crazy, bro.
As soon as he enters the ring, he flattens them. Sometimes he literally sends them out of the ring. When his opponents hit him, however, it's like he's made out of titanium, with absolutely no effect on him. You see, in Brazil's native Tupi language, Po means hand, and Atan means being like stone. Pereira's nickname, Poatan, literally means stone hand.
That's crazy.
And his left hand is marked by a tattooed collection of rocks and pebbles. It's no wonder that with godlike power, he is the only man who knocked out the great UFC champion who often enters God mode, the one and only Israel Adesanya.
I hit this mode called God mode where I just feel like this guy can't touch me.
There's this guy, Alex Pereira, but he's the only guy, the knockout style bender. And then he finally made his UFC debut, and I was so excited. This guy has this freakish, disproportionate power where it doesn't make any sense.
Pereira looking to make history here.
Fight fans, in this video we pleasure you to all of Poatan's stone cold knockouts.
Wow! Alex Pereira! My goodness! Oh no! He's done it! He has done it!
What are you made out of? Like everybody goes unconscious.
Poatan Pereira! That's that completeness!
Before we begin going into each fight, it's important to understand the evolution of Alex Pereira. Pereira began his fighting career as a boxer who transitioned into kickboxing. Initially, he kept his hands much higher with a focus on fundamentals. However, over time, he created his own unique style. Not only did he dramatically lower his guard, he increased the amount of pressure he gave his opponents. Many of his opponents thought that he could only punch, that he is a boxer rather than a kickboxer.
Pereira may be the best boxer in all of glory.
Wilner said Pereira isn't a real kickboxer.
He doesn't believe that Pereira is a true kickboxer. Says he's just a boxer that's doing kickboxing.
His fight metric shows that he punches 75% of the time, with the rest equally distributed with kicks and knees. But this doesn't tell the story of how well-rounded he is. Pereira has been able to knock down many of his opponents with his knees and kicks. Where he lacks in defense, he more than makes up for it by being made out of titanium. And as many legendary fighters have said, the best defense is great offense. That is certainly true in the case of Powhatan, and we explored the evolution of his brilliant knockout starting from the newest to the oldest. Alex Pereira versus Ertuğrul Bayrak. To defend the Glory middleweight belt, he comes out hands down, pressuring forward immediately, patiently waiting for his opponent to strike first. When Pereira finds an opportunity, he will release a combination, and when he does, Bayrak is all shelled up. Pereira uses the left kick to score and then invite attacks. And when the opponent attacks, he will reply with big right hands and left hooks. Here, as Bayrak's inside low kick comes in, Pereira rocks in with a left hook. Throughout this fight, we do see how hittable Pereira is. When the shots land, however, he is like titanium and doesn't get hurt. Pereira, of course, isn't always defenseless. He uses the Philly shell and the elbow guard to deflect shots. Once he hurts the opponent, Pereira continues stalking on a panicking and shelled up Bayrak. If Bayrak has his guard up, Pereira will pull down that guard for a right hook. As the fight went on, it looked like Pereira was just toying with his opponent.
Toying with Bayrak right now.
Even when the opponent's guard is up, his hooks still rock the opponent.
It has been a dominating round for Pereira.
Right on the bell, Pereira lands a perfect cross into the body, followed by a left hook to the head.
No, his nose is already bleeding. And a left hook.
The opponent's hands were up by his jaw, but it didn't matter. Bayrak was not in position to guard the chin, and the left hook landed flush.
That boy went
This
straight
is Pereira's
to sleep.
signature left hook, punching the chin as the opponent defends the jaw. We will call this the Pereira hook, one that he's landed countless times against world-class opponents. Alex Pereira versus Donaghy Albena. This fight had some good drama around it. Sadly mistaken, Albena thought he was too big, too strong, and too good for Powhatan.
We asked Donaghy Albena why he would win this fight. He said, I'm too big, I'm too strong, and I'm too good.
Albena wouldn't step back against Pereira when the referee told him to step back. He stuck his hand out to touch gloves, but got overhanded by Pereira right away to start the fight. Pereira showed his vulnerability to low kicks due to his bladed boxing stance in this fight. He also knees with his hands down, coming in tall. This made him eat the left hook multiple times. Albena did particularly well when he let Pereira strike first and then counter. But eventually, Pereira lands a beautiful cross into left uppercut which rocks Albena. Then he would follow up with a combination spree into a knee to land the knockdown.
Left hook, Albena eats a knee now, trying to hold on. Can Powhatan put him down? And that is a knockdown for Pereira.
Albena tries to come back swinging, but Pereira lands a final left hook to end the night. By winning this fight in such spectacular fashion, Powhatan became the first Glory champion to win the belt in 2 weight classes.
He has done it! Glory's first ever 2-division simultaneous world champion! The best pound-for-pound fighter in the world today.
I'm going to have to say yes right now. Can anyone stop that man?
Alex Pereira versus Jason Wilness. Before the fight, Wilness said Pereira isn't a real kickboxer.
He doesn't believe that Pereira is a true kickboxer. Says he's just a boxer that's doing kickboxing.
Pereira, rather, his career began as a boxer, was very successful, but fell in love with kickboxing.
So Pereira came out much flashier than usual with kickboxing moves.
Nice body kick to start things and a spinning shot.
Initially, Wilness was able to punish the legs well. But then when Wilness went for another low kick, Pereira countered with a high kick and landed flush.
Oh, high kick! Wow!
That boy flopped.
Wilness had his hands up, but it didn't matter. Like many of Pereira's left hooks, the high kick lands inside the opponent's guard. To finish his longtime rival, he throws a jumping knee. Wilness, the fighter who had beaten Pereira twice much earlier in his career, ate his words hard here.
One of the best knockout performances I have ever seen in my 3 years here at Glory.
Getting finished in such dramatic fashion with signature kickboxing attacks must be humiliating after calling Pereira a boxer. Alex Pereira versus Yusri Belgari 3. Belgari is another fighter that had beaten Pereira before. In this fight, you can see why. Belgari is ruthless. Even when he nutshots Pereira, he'll continue attacking. He is also very sharp with his jabs and crosses. However, most of Pereira's opponents make the mistake of leading with big rear shots without a setup, such as the overhand or the right hook. And that's when Pereira does his best work, when the opponent rushes in with an overhand. To counter the overhand, he just simply throws a better one. Pereira puts his head just outside of position to not be hit during the overhand and gets there first. In this fight, we got to see Pereira very strategic. He doesn't throw everything with power. Just when the opponent thinks he's safe to attack, he reveals his ace card.
Rika, that would have put down almost every man in your division as well.
That would put down every
The
single
left.
man
Grabs the
on
right
the
hand.
planet. It was so well timed. When you move to the side, throw that right hand, nobody could stop it.
Alex Pereira versus Yusri Belgari 2. This fight also had some drama, with Pereira hitting his opponent after the bell, prompting a charge. Luckily, the ref is a gangster and stops it, and the opponent calmed down after being splashed by water. In the beginning of this fight, Pereira came out with his guard very low, which exposes him to the high kick right away. We really saw some of his defensive holes when he backs up in a straight line, and is pressured by a logical combination. Belgari was able to land counter shots over and over again, as long as he got Pereira to lead first. Throughout this fight, Pereira was getting outlanded 2-1, but in any moment where he might look in trouble, his money shot left hook gets him out of trouble in any situation. Going for the right knee against Pereira is also dangerous as he's looking to time the overhand. But despite some nice moments, he was down 2 rounds in this fight. If Belgari had just kept scoring with clean long-range shots, his odds of winning this fight was very high. Instead, he decided to throw an overhand against Pereira and got hit by an overhand first again here. With an overhand and a knee combination landing flush and a deep cut, the ref ends the fight.
And it's over. Instantly, the doctor says no. It's done.
Alex Pereira versus Maicon Silva. In this fight, Pereira showed us how effective his left hook is against the southpaw. Pereira looked unstoppable in this fight, landing anything he wants to at will. When he throws a right knee, he gets hit with a left hook, but then comes back with his own left hook and sleeps this opponent. The power of this left hook was aided by how the opponent was also throwing his right hook at the same time. Alex Pereira versus Barim Rama. Rama was a rapper with a #1 hit song on iTunes. He had never been knocked down before, but he was moving up in weight class and just looked small compared to Pereira. Throughout the fight, he was getting pressured and then getting slammed with right knees and left hooks. Once again, Pereira sneaks in the left hook through the opponent's guard that was protecting the jaw instead of the chin. When Rama was rocked and protecting the chin, he goes to the jaw. He continues to apply pressure until the knockdown was achieved.
The verge of getting knocked out if he doesn't. Oh, that knee may have done it.
It was a ferocious rear teep into overhand, followed by a left hook and knee to the head as the opponent panicked. Even the camera guy was wincing. Pereira finishes this fight by slamming whatever he wanted into the opponent. Eventually, 3 knockdowns were achieved to call off the fight.
What a performance by the Brazilian Alex Pereira.
Alex Pereira versus Israel Adesanya 2.
Oh, shit.
In what's been the most iconic fight of Pereira's career, he was able to achieve what no other man has been able to do: knock out Israel Adesanya. The details of exactly what happened in this fight will be broken down and explained in a few days, but in short, this fight was absolutely epic. Adesanya was dominating the fight and close to finishing Pereira in the second round. But Pereira comes back in the third round and lands his signature left hook again. As Adesanya charged with a big left hand in southpaw, Pereira lands the left hook that hits the jaw, again bypassing the guard protecting the chin. Alex Pereira versus Junior Alpha. This was an action-packed fight. In this fight, we saw how effective the right knee of Pereira is. We also saw that if the opponent shells up against Pereira, his offense will simply make them crumble. From pull-down right hooks and combination punching, he showed us how to use high-level boxing in the kickboxing arena. If the opponent is all shelled up, he will use the left jumping knee. To finish the fight, Pereira used the lead uppercut to the right hook.
Aí o upper. A direita na sequência.
Alex Pereira versus Dustin Jacoby. Against Dustin Jacoby, who is now a UFC light heavyweight prospect, Pereira came out with a high guard. The earlier we went into Pereira's career, the more we saw a traditional guard. His boxing, as always, was sharp here. When Jacoby threw the jab, Pereira slips while throwing his signature left hook, landing again on the chin while the opponent protects the jaw. He was able to do this twice in a row. Eventually, he corners Jacoby and then chains the right knee into left hook to finish the fight. Alex Pereira versus Matias Adaro. In this fight, Pereira was still unrefined as a kickboxer. He was losing the fight until he lands a stiff jab. However, his right knee was already quite developed, and he spears the opponent as he jabbed and loaded his overhand.
Ooh, I know that.
When they reset, the
hurt.
same thing happens again. Throughout the fight, they brawled it out until Pereira finishes it with a right knee, followed by a 1-2-3 combination. Alex Pereira versus Marcelo Cruz. In this MMA fight, Pereira launches an overhand over the opponent's jab and rocks him. Then he easily combinations up and finishes the fight. Alex Pereira versus Simon Marcus II. This wasn't a knockout, but Pereira hurt the great Muay Thai and kickboxing champion Simon Marcus in their second fight. Against Marcus's feinting jab, he throws an overhand that hit Marcus clean. When Marcus backed out of the clinch, Pereira hits a beautiful combination. It was a perfect chain of a rear uppercut into a left hook and then a right knee to the head. And as Marcus backed out again, he ate a left head kick. The head kick was set up by a left hook that Marcus was trying to evade. As Marcus bit down on his shield and started swinging, Pereira again ducked out to the left and loaded his signature left hook to drop Marcus.
And now Simon Marcus, and he got caught with a left hook. What a big bomb.
By the way, if you haven't subscribed, here's what our reaction would be if you do.
Hey, I know you don't like to smile much. Can you give us one?
I'm Lawrence Kenshin, and thank you for watching all of the knockouts of Powhatan. In a few days, we will reveal the epic breakdown of how Israel Adesanya can defeat Alex Pereira.
Now that's just the thing, bro. So we're gonna go back here and see.
With all the clinch and the grab, because he's
That's what we're talking about. That's it.
That's what I'm
again. But it's a nasty welt on his left cheek.
And John, honestly, that's what I was speaking to with all the clinch and the grab. Oh, my goodness.
That's what I'm telling you. It's a different kind of power, man.
Damn.
Oh my God.
He just starches people and so calm about it. He tried to walk off, but Big Dan made Mihailidis take some extra punishment
Oh, my
that maybe he didn't need to take. When Alex Pereira connects, most people go night-night. And he's been used to doing this with big gloves on.
Oh my God.
When you get caught with a knee by this guy or a kick, but now he gets to use elbows as well, which he couldn't use in Glory. Ferocious man. Both guys stand very straight up.
Yes.
And I think that is why a level change or a shot on Fajita would be good because he's. Oh! That's why.
You cannot stand in front of that man.
Can't play with that dude.
That power is different. It's extraordinary. Look at the beauty in this hook. I mean, it's perfect.
That's perfect.
He just leans in, and he gets you thinking that you're all right standing in front of him, and then just torques that right on the chin.
Guys, bring that back one more time. Watch Fajita when he circles. Watch how Fajita just sets his level. Watch that level change, guys. When his feet set, look at it. Level change, spring it to the left hook.
Boom.
That's nasty.
I mean, that's the same hook he knocked out Adesanya with.
Dude, he hit him, and Strickland's done at this point. And then look at the follow-up. Oh,
the
my
accuracy,
goodness.
the
Look at
IQ of his striking.
I love that, Joe. He almost propelled himself into the shot. He's moving left, settle, left hook.
Over and out.
That's the power. Holy.
That one was uploaded a year ago. Oh yeah, let's look at this one.
Shamba.
We're trying to figure out what caused that extreme bruising on his left cheek. And we'll see if the production truck can isolate that. But it's a nasty welt
This one was just
on his left cheek.
And John, honestly, that's what I was speaking to with all the clinch and the grab.
This one of the ones that they didn't show on the other one. Here we go.
Pereira's had his most success for the body tonight.
Oh,
He's got left hook.
here to go.
Oh, and now right. Adesanya's on rolling. Two more. Down goes the champion. Pereira trying to close the show. Do it. He did it. Alex Pereira, the undisputed middleweight champion.
Oh my
I don't
goodness.
believe it.
He did it again.
Oh my goodness.
He did it again.
He did it again. The uppercut stung him.
Oh,
That's the left
that
hook.
one, the left
That
hook
one.
again.
And then another one. And
Oh,
then that
my
right
goodness.
hand. He's in big trouble there. And then again.
No. I mean, he was hurt bad. You could have stopped this a long time ago. Mark Goddard gave him a ton of time.
We gave him all the time, but look, he's not even looking. Oh my goodness.
And both fighters able to land leg kicks in that exchange.
Oh, nice job by Yuri.
It's a big right hand.
Mistake right about
That is going to do it. Welcome to the history books. And new UFC light heavyweight champion, Peloton.
I thought Pereira was making a mistake by elbow. It looked like he's going to take it down.
Right hand. There's the left hook that drops him. He goes down. And here's the elbows. He sinks after the elbows.
He does go back. Right? Does he
Goes
react?
down.
Yep. Did he react?
I mean, look, he was hurt bad. He was hurt really, really bad. He gets up. He's real wobbly.
Undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Alex Pereira.
So you guys can see Bruce Buffer hits different. That is 100% facts. You guys can see the hype for this UFC event coming up. I am excited to see Alex step back into the ring. He's probably my top favorite fighter, UFC fighter. The more he fights, the more you can't deny how powerful he is out there in that fucking ring, bro. Like, dead ass. It's wild. This dude will sit here with his guard low like this and punch you like you getting hit by a damn semi truck. This shit is wild. I ain't never seen nobody fight like that before either. I ain't never seen nobody fight like that before. The fact that this dude can sit there with his guard lowered halfway and knock your ass out with the left hook damn near every time. It goes to show you the amount of power that he has. Obviously, a lot of power it comes from the turn in your hip and the placement of your foot on the ground, the footing on the ground. But this dude has mastered the ability to channel all of his energy into one punch. And it's not even all of his energy because this motherfucker still has a shit ton of energy left over after that punch. And it's just like, what does this dude do? What does he like? What does he do behind the scenes that we don't see? Like as far as his training goes, to have that kind of power, it's fucking insane. The only other person that you've ever really seen with that kind of power is fucking Mike Tyson. I think Alex is the Mike Tyson of the UFC. That's a fact. Alex Pereira is the Mike Tyson of the UFC and kickboxing. And Mike Tyson is the Mike Tyson of boxing. But that boy is something else, man. Let me tell you what. That dude, imagine him versus John Jones. You already know I'm going for Alex. If that fight ever happens, I'm taking the money line on Alex. That is 100% facts. I don't know, man. Just the way he fights. And it's funny because a lot of times it'd be having me start sweating because you'll see him get hit in the face. He'll stumble back for a minute. The next thing you know, he'll come back with that kick. Or he'll come back with that left hook. Another thing that you notice is he goes for the legs a lot too. He throws leg kicks a lot to take out that front leg. He said, you got to react to John Jones KOs real quick. Let me get it pulled up real quick. And then there's a couple of things that I have to tend to afterwards that need my attention. So let's go ahead. Jones. Okay. Highlights. Let's see what we got here, man. Let's see what we got here. Top 7 John Jones knockouts. John Jones best UFC highlights. Let me. We're going to look at this. Oh, fuck me, bro. I forgot about that shit again. I'm glad you said something. Fuck. There we go. We're gonna bring it back to right here.
He's got one hook.
Rampage has not been stopped in the octagon. That's what Jones wants, to be the first man in the UFC to stop Quinton Rampage Jackson.
He's got him.
Looking to do it right here. Looking to finish this fight.
Quinton's trying to pry it off.
John Jones has defended his UFC light heavyweight championship. He stops Quinton Rampage Jackson.
Wow. What a spectacular, flawless performance in his first title defense against one of the most dangerous guys in the division. Just simply spectacular. This is what he needs. He needs a wild exchange.
He needs to be Vitor.
Yeah. Again, he pulls him into his guard. This is so crazy, and he winds up on the bottom in side control here. Oh, he's going to get smushed. This is it. Oh, man. Big elbows by John Jones.
Not good for Belfort.
This guy is trying to get him in a mounted crucifix. He just needs to secure the right arm. Now he's going for a Kimura.
It is all over.
That's it.
John Jones remains the UFC light heavyweight champion.
And look how he immediately brings it down to the hip. Excellent technique.
The UFC light heavyweight champion and one of the greatest fighters to ever grace the octagon. Jones with a huge elbow has changed the momentum of this fight drastically here in the second round.
And he did that when he used his wrestling.
Oh! Again, they battle in another big knee. 45 seconds on the
John's got
clock
his
in the
head.
second.
He's got a choke.
Trying to choke him out and
Instead
finish
he
the fight
gets
here.
in. Leoto's in trouble.
Trying to finish this fight. He made it. John Jones remains the UFC light heavyweight champion.
Look at that standing guillotine. Look at the twist on his neck. And John's holding him up here. And Leoto's right arm goes limp, but his left arm is stuck up there. Wow. What a fight. And what a huge victory for John Jones.
Jones with a left hand. That one hurt him. That one opened him.
Brutal elbow.
Big elbows. Trying to finish this fight.
Shogun's badly hurt, Mike.
John Jones looking to finish Shogun.
Vicious knee to the body and an uppercut.
Jones to the body. And it is all over. John Jones is the youngest champion in UFC history.
Shogun is just trying to hang on. But Jones is all over it. Brutal knee to the body. Allows him to stand up and then jumps all over him. Vicious left hook and then a knee. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the future. He is the present and he is the future. And he might be the greatest talent that we've ever seen in the UFC.
Let me see here. Best knockouts. Let's look at this shit.
Oh, shots. Big shots by
Gustafson
John
in a
Jones.
world of trouble here.
Gustafson damage. And look what happened.
Big punch.
High kick right to the back of the ear. And G Cummins.
Good look at it here. Perfectly placed. Corner. There's 1-2, the second shot.
Sikora putting the pressure on.
Damn. I did not want to click on that. That's some pretty crazy stuff right there, bro. I ain't gonna deny he looks like a badass fighter. You know, I can't even lie. He looked like he was going ape shit. But especially when he was fucking ground pounding dudes, sitting there, bam, bam, going his fucking ham on him. He looked like he doesn't give a fuck in there. But Alex is still my favorite fighter. Yeah, no, Alex is still my favorite fighter. Yeah, no, but he looked badass in the ring though. I can't even lie. I see why he beat people's favorite fighters. But on, you know, I rock with Alex. You already know. But yeah, man, I'm excited for this fucking weekend. Shit's gonna be crazy. Shit's gonna be wild. Alex is gonna open another can of whoop ass on Yuri Prohaska. And the whole fucking, from what I hear and understand, the whole fight card is gonna be wild. So I'm excited to watch it. That being said, man, make sure y'all share with your friends, your families, mamas, aunties, and grannies, and everybody else y'all know. With that being said, I gotta get the hell out of here. I'm gonna pull up this outro and we're gonna get the fuck out.
Hey, it was a fun tour, going out here and all this shit all over fucking USA, and I'm done with all this shit. I'm cool off all this fucking talking shit. I got a whole team to represent. I don't want to do none of this. I never did want to do any of it. Fuck this nigga and fuck his team, bro. I'm out. I gotta go. Square up with yourself, motherfucker.